Hello everybody! This is my playthrough of Yume Kōjō Doki Doki Panic. Most Mario fans are probably familiar with the fact that Super Mario 2, as we know it, was not the original Super Mario 2. Super Mario 2 in Japan was actually just an extension of Super Mario 1 with super hard levels, and it was decided that the North America audience wasn't ready for something like that. So, Nintendo had produced this game called Yume Kōjō, or Dream Factory, Doki Doki Panic, or Heart Thumping Panic. And it had a similar platform style, and they thought, well, why not? Let's just reskin this, put some Mario characters on it, and take a look. So not as much translation to do in this game, but I've never played through Doki Doki Panic before, so I thought it would be kind of fun to try it. So we're looking at the opening here. We've got this storybook that's captured these children, and now we have the 4 characters running in. Where there's big differences between this and Super Mario 2, I was actually playing Super Mario USA, just showing what the differences look like. So here's the character selection screen. Doki Doki Panic, one of the big differences is each character can play through the entire game on their own, and each character has to get through each world to be able to be used in a subsequent world. So effectively, if you want to really use everybody all the way through, you have to play the game 4 times completely. But in terms of the enemies you encounter, the little turnips you pull up and throw, it's all exactly the same. Just the characters look a little bit different. Obviously that opening sequence had a fair bit of difference to it. But here we go, just running along through, throwing stuff. Very familiar looking. Defeat enough enemies, here comes the heart. At this point, I hadn't lost any lives yet. This is not a playthrough intended to be a speedrun or showing how awesome I am at games, so I'll screen out a lot of my messes. That was actually a turtle shell in Mario 2. So I'm just trying to make it a fairly smooth-looking playthrough, so you don't have to watch a ton of repeating deaths and all that kind of stuff. So this game also introduced a few options for how you can play a level. It's not 100% linear. You can actually move back and forth. There's no time clock. So the option to either go this way, get the magic lamp, which was a magic potion. The heart was a mushroom. This is the long way. You can kind of climb this mountain. The cave has a little secret back door that can take you straight to the level boss. Good old Birdo. If you remember, in the Super Mario 2 booklet, described as a confused boy that thinks he's a girl, and that's why he spits eggs. Not sure why being confused allows you the ability to spit eggs, but who's arguing? Alright, so here's where that secret door would have taken me. Just come up from behind him instead of in front. Turn those eggs right against him. And 3 hits will do it. Did you notice the mask looked a little different? And the bonus screen looks quite different. It's a little more of a slot machine style. In Super Mario 2, 5 up, like it. But the general gameplay here is exactly the same. Alright, next level, with a nice big stack of lives. Little Pidgeot on his magic carpet. Oh, very much like a Lakitu. Steal his cloud, steal this guy's carpet. There's another heart. These are the coins that fill up the slot machine. Same as in Mario 2. Alright, now I gotta go down the jar. Grab the key. So notice in Mario 2, when you grab the key, the little mask comes after you right away. Whereas in this one, in Doki Doki, those masks are inert and just a new mask comes and gets you. Alright, here we go. Into the cave. So now I get my star. The music here is a little different. It's not the classic dun 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 that we get in Mario 2, but satisfying nonetheless. And I can't get that because I didn't blow up the wall first, so no heart for me. Could have actually used that. Bombs are definitely a new feature that was not in the first Mario. They're bullet bills, but this is officially where Ba-Bomb came from. Damn, a little weeding. And another Birdo. So not much different in this particular level. Honestly, not much different in most levels. Like these old games where the levels are pretty short. Just give you a quick view of the difference. Mushroom versus potion. Or mushroom versus heart, sorry. Potion versus lamp. Now, you might remember, this jar you can't go into unless you're in the subworld, and that's the first warp zone. I'm not going to use warp zones for this, so you can get the full view of Doki Doki Panic. Remember these little guys were those little jars here. They're these funny masks. Masker jar, still need them though. You need Luigi to make that jump without it. Because of the not wanting to play this 4 times right off the bat, that's why I'm just kind of using one character. But the other characters have the same traits. Got the slow guy with the big jumps, we've got the little guy with the tiny jumps that picks stuff up real fast, and then we've got the one with the nice floaty, glidey jumps. No real magic to how the characters work any differently than there was in our good old Super Mario 2, or, as also known, Super Mario USA. The Japanese were not pleased that the Americans got this cool Mario game they didn't get, so it was then repackaged, since they already had a Mario 2, as Mario USA, with its famous pink cartridge. Not the nice yellow one that Super Mario 3 had. And we have the first world boss, Mr. Mouser. Mouser is all about the bombs. Not really any different than good old Super Mario 2. You walk right into that one. Nice quick battle. Didn't do too hot with the coins that time around, though. Time to move on to World 2. The Great Open Desert. Sky has all its nice little stars showing as we're in this dusk period. Not the most useful star I've ever had. Pretty generous with the cherries, though. Dig, 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 all the way down. Give the Shy Guys a little bit of a workout before they can come down and follow me. And just like that, back to the birdo. However, this time, if I don't pick up the egg fast enough, I can fall down a nice little hole. A new challenge. I'm a fan of the level ups, or the one-ups. Back out into the sunshine. For whatever reason, the stars aren't out anymore. And these guys suck. Also notice when you're down to one heart, you do not get the little shrinking effect that we had in Super Mario 2. And kaboom. Exciting to have full life. Inexplicably, I did not go down and get the one-up mushroom from there. Oh well. Little consolation prize, my single heart. Guess I'll dig in the sand a little more. They're chasing me! Down and down we go. Getting a little more complicated now. I get weapons in addition to just his eggs, because I could pick up those mats and bring them up and throw them at him. Peanut butter, and now he's got fireballs. It's going to become a bigger and bigger, more and more frequent component of what he shoots at me moving forward. And that wasn't my best ever. No mushroom here. A little bit chaotic with there's so many of these little flying bezos, I think they're called. I think I can only get up there with a stopwatch without... Oh, and I died. Let's try that again. More coins. But still no mushroom here. I guess I didn't think to try a different spot. But now I'm just going to ignore this area, since clearly I am not able to get up there. These guys need like a control tower or something. There's so many. But maybe that little star will do me some good. And here we have a locked door, so I guess I'm gonna have to dig, since that's the only place I can go. And hope that, just like Super Mario 2, there will be a key down here. A lot going on here. Cherries everywhere. Intimidating music. Made it though. But alas, we're not done. We have the world boss. Good old Tri-Clyde. Again, other than those little jars, pretty much exactly the same thing as what was going on in our classic Super Mario 2. And he's done. Alright, just getting to the point now where running down the coins and ready to jump into World 3. It's daytime again. First thing to do, just like Mario 2, fall down this big long waterfall. Not exactly a shortcut, because it doesn't go anywhere, but there is a warp zone down here, if I was so inclined. Back to the top of the falls. Climb up these convenient clouds. And there's a Pidgeot again. And Upsy Daisy. Ooh, and a vine. And a fail. Try that one more time. That's better. Feels like I haven't had a heart for a while, so it's kind of nice. Those panzer flowers really do suck if you can't get rid of them. I'm sure it's possible to get by them half the time. Screws are getting more complicated. That's still no match for the mighty egg. I don't know, this level really did knock me down a few times. For whatever reason, the little ostrich things just messed with me. We have a tricky spot here. Need to figure out which one of these things to blow open to find the mushroom. Or I suppose heart. And if you get the wrong one, you don't get it. On the roof of the tower here, so let's just knock these guys out of the way. If I needed that, that would be nice. But I made it through the gauntlet. And now, Mouser Part 2. Like this a lot better once that little spark guy gets blown up. There it goes. Takes a lot more hits, this one, than the one from World 1. So with him out of the way, that's it for Mouser in World 3. World 4, you might recall, the Ice World. So everything's slippery. I always cheap out in Mario 2 and use the princess here, because she just glides and floats and all that, so kind of immune to the slip in a way. But since in this one I need to use this guy all the way through if I want to be able to use him anywhere in the future, I'm just going to keep going. It's an interesting thing because this is played on Famicom Disk System. So any unlock, so if you've used a character through a level, it's saved directly on the disc, and there isn't really a reset. So once a character is unlocked for a world, that's it. And this is a copy I got from Japan, secondhand, so somebody had already unlocked a few of the characters, but for some reason, they didn't really like using the main one, so he was pretty much still down at World 1. So that's my goal, get him unlocked and good to go. Apparently there's some weird technique you can use to erase the disc without erasing the game, but I'm working with something very old and very fragile, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to work with what I have and continue unlocking. It's a little chaos. For some reason I cannot seem to not get hit by those things under any circumstances. Heart helps. Get me out of here! Now we get the fun combination of ice and sky. Lots of stuff to dodge here. That was lucky. Super easy to just skate down those stairs like the flurry did. Ooh, the whales! You gotta remember these guys. I'll be taking that. This is Mario 2 to a T. I don't think they changed a thing about this. think I'll just wait for that up here. Oop, there's another warp zone. If I was feeling so inclined. And another rocket weed. Bet NASA wishes rockets grew under the ground like that. Ooh, the savings. Another bit of rocket chaos. This time, however, I need it. Who would have thought they would be so dastardly as to make me fight this guy on the ice? Now my lives are whittling down, I need to get back into it. Okay. 4-3. The final level in this cold, cold land. So you might think I want to take out this wayward Birdo that's not guarding in level end, but nope. I'm going to need to avail myself of his services. Ciao! And a boom. Now we have this tower out in the ocean, filled with, you guessed it, ice. Turns out there's a second tower. And if I'm to guess, I'm gonna go down. Lakes are sneaky, but I'm sneakier. Since the enemies aren't so allergic to the bottom of Mario's shoes as they were and are in other Mario games, this solution works out just great. Probably a good thing to grab the key here and go down rather than go down, then come back up, and then get it. A little back and forth gauntlet. Let's give the mask lots of time to catch up to me. Or the Phantos, I guess. And getting dive bomb now that I'm at the bottom of the tower. Okay. My most impressive feat ever. Why jump over the chasm when you can walk into it? And what better for an ice level than a flame beast? Lion ambush, and then he does that little split thing, which kind of sucks. Unfortunately, they all die at once if you hit them all. So, pretty much the same. I think the coloring of the level is a little different, but otherwise, here's what it is. Now things are getting serious. World 5. And now it seems like Birdo has transitioned from a little mix of eggs and fire to just fire. So, no recourse but to throw this mask at him a bunch of times. And here is another one of those warp zones. I think this might actually be the last warp zone, because this is the one that takes you all the way to World 7. But we're going to do it the slow way, because that's how we roll. Otherwise we might miss something. And actually, coming up at the end of this level is in fact one of the single largest differences between Super Mario 2 and Doki Doki Panic. There's a lot going on up here. Definitely didn't want to miss that and then fall. Don't really need the carpet anymore though. I think in a level like this, you'd have a harder boss, wouldn't you? Or maybe there's an aim deduction score here that's being applied, which is why I can't seem to hit him with anything. Good at jumping on fireballs, though. Alright. And with that, we have success. Just kidding. So this is a big difference. So odd-numbered worlds, except for 7, in Doki Doki Panic, are all about doing battle with Mouser. But as you can see up in Super Mario 2, or Super Mario USA, this Mouser was replaced with a unique boss, the Claw Grip. So if you remember throwing rocks at this crab, that was kind of the big gameplay add-on that Super Mario 2 was able to get over the Doki Doki Panic. So instead of throwing a million bombs at this third and final Mouser, we got to throw rocks at a crab. In the dark level, which I guess makes sense. And there he goes, Mouser's done, Claw Grip is done. And it's time to move on to World 6. It's fun how World 6 is just back to the desert, albeit a slightly more challenging desert, There's a little more going on here. I'll just give up on that lamp for now. Might have been nice to get the mushroom, but there's only so many times I want to try. One of my favorite little shortcuts of the game right here. And this little inconvenient wall blocking me off from going backwards, but there's this quicksand under it, which is a little unusual, so let's just see what happens if we go past here. While I did not warp zone, I'm not above using a few little level shortcuts. And just like that. Boom. I'm in the end of level pyramid. Just got a obnoxious little birdo to deal with. And as we had the Mousers, now we have Mr. Triclide Sr. Unlike Mouser, he still only takes 3 hits. Which is good, because I only take 2, since I did not really do the whole, like, get hearts and stuff. Bye-bye! You are the weakest link. And now to World 7, the pressure. The pressure! There's so much pressure. So really this level is the only one I'd call a bit of a maze. There are some different paths you can take, and potentially even ones that'll get you on a feedback loop. The two mushrooms in here are kind of down two different parts of the loop, so you really would have to do a fairly lengthy version of this if you want to get both. So I'm going to say maybe let's not. That is not just a gateway. It wants to get me. I don't want it to get me, so I'm going to throw this mask at it and talk it into just letting me in. So with that, we're now in Wart's room. As legend has it, per the Super Mario 2 manual, Wart is not a fan of vegetables, so somehow he set up a layer where he has little machines throwing vegetables around. But he has to do target practice by blowing vegetable killing bubbles at him. But no matter. If I stand in this spot, eventually they just land in my arms. And sure enough, he takes no damage if you throw them at him and don't quite get it in his mouth, or if you wait too long and he blows bubbles before you can get it into his mouth. Timing is definitely the key. So, they can eat a few vegetables now, and he's not going to be so tough anymore. So the ending sequence, similarly to the opening sequence, is where the games diverge just a little bit. Nominally the same right here. So, in both games we uncork the thing, release the subcon creatures, and in Doki Doki Panic, thank you Imogen, however you want to pronounce his name. And that's it. The kids that were locked in the book, or the missing page, none of that seems to matter anymore. We rescued these creatures that we'd never heard of before, and that's it. End of the game. Mario 2 extended the opening a little bit, where we have this little congratulations sequence. We've passed the Toad off down to get beaten up, and we get the podium here to tell us which characters we used in the most levels. And then we get back to Mario having his little snooze, reminding us that this was all actually in fact a dream, which is how we get away with it not being the Mushroom Kingdom and being this wacky world that's very detached from our typical understanding of Super Mario. Not that it was all as well established back then, but then he's like, oh no, okay. Wakes up a little bit, dream's over, but he's back to sleep. And then we get this fun little cast where we get to see all the folks and what their names are, even though we knew this already from the book. But I think it was felt that after this heartfelt victory, we really needed something more than just thank you and to go away. But since Mario 2 had done away with that whole book thing, with theoretically the missing page and all that good stuff, this is our little bit of extra. And it's amazing how many of these creatures became regulars in the Mario universe. So many guys. Oh yeah, I forgot that they changed his name in this. So Birdo became Ostro. And here we have the bosses. Mouser, Fry Guy, good old Cloglip, Triclide, and of course, Mr. Wart himself. And the end. Always remember, you can like, subscribe, and check out my other videos anytime you want. Usually there's some Japanese translation going on, but this one was just for fun.